great I am. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am the king of the world.
G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. All social media is in the description box, and please hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop that heat. This video is sponsored by my boy Fast Classic. His mixtape is in the description box. It is absolutely free. Definitely give him a download, give him a listen. And this video is sponsored by my boy Matt. Definitely check his apparel out on IG at We All From. Now, we got a pretty good heavyweight fight coming up July 13th, 2019 in London. Up and coming Joyce is going to be going up against the veteran Bryant Jennings. And Bryant Jennings, that's the hometown guy, that's the Philly guy. This is a tricky fight for me. This is a tricky fight for me because I have to decide between what my boxing brain is telling me and what my heart is telling me. But let me get more specific with that. Joyce will be the favorite. Joyce is the bigger guy. Joyce is the stronger guy. And conventional thinking would be Joyce is eventually going to walk Bryant Jennings down and get him up out of there. Bryant Jennings couldn't hold on against Oscar Rivas. So what would make you think he can hold on against Joyce, who is probably twice the size as Oscar Rivas? Conventional thinking, logical thinking, no doubt about it. I could definitely see that happening. See, here's the thing. Bryant Jennings was winning that fight against Oscar Rivas. Bryant Jennings' corner should have basically told him, listen, you got this in the bag. You have this fight in the bag. When you were up on the cards, when you're obviously up on the cards, now I know I'm saying a lot because of these judges. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very critical of judges. But when you are winning the fight, you are not supposed to take any type of chances in the 12th and final round because you are giving the person that is losing the fight an opportunity to win the fight. You do not give a guy an opportunity to win the fight in the 12th and final round. If it's baseball, you got a guy down 0-2, you're not going to throw him a pitch straight down the middle. You're not going to throw him a straight 80-mile-an-hour fastball straight down the middle so he can smack one out the park. Like, that's what happened. All people remember is that Bryant Jennings got stopped by Oscar Rivas. They didn't approach the 12th round smart enough. Bryant Jennings should have won that fight. And much credit to Oscar Rivas for getting the stoppage in the 12th round. Like, these are heavyweights fighting 12 rounds. He had enough energy and enough skill to get Bryant Jennings up out of there. So this is not a disrespect to Oscar Rivas at all, but this is simply Bryant Jennings should be coming off of a win except for a loss. Now, Joyce, he's beaten Bermain Stavern. He's beating some other guys on the come up. And, you know, they have him on the fast track. I think he's 32, 33 years old. And really just got into the pros late. And, you know, they're moving him right along. I like Joyce's punch variety. He's a big guy. His punches are kind of short, compact. He kind of reminds me of George Foreman in a sense of they have the same style, like just that methodical thudding type punches. That's his style. And, you know, I'll tell anybody, like, Joyce is catch up out the bottle slow. Like, he's catch up out the bottle slow. And anybody that goes up against Joyce will have a speed advantage over Joyce. Like, You're not going to catch Joe Joyce on a speed bag. Like, I would crack the fuck up laughing if I see Joe Joyce on a speed bag. If you got a video of that shit, send it to me, because that shit probably slow as hell. But the thing is, you don't need speed to win a fight. George Foreman proved that. And I'm not saying that Joe Joyce is the next George Foreman or he is George Foreman. Strictly the style. So Joe Joyce has the physical tools and he has the fighting tools to get this victory. But with Bryant Jennings, I mean, to be honest with you, Bryant Jennings can really just, he can just treat Joe Joyce like a speed bag all night. Like, Bryant Jennings is lighter on his feet. Yes, he's the smaller guy, but he is much quicker. Like, Bryant Jennings has the skill set of a light heavy or a cruiserweight. Like, I could see this going either way. Joe Joyce just being too big, walking Bryant Jennings down, or Bryant Jennings just treating Joe Joyce like a speed bag the whole night. 3-4 punch combinations, pivot, and get up out of there, and do that all night long. I can see that happening as well, but we've seen other fights where the smaller guy is fighting the bigger guy. You know, just off the top of my head, I mean, not comparing these two to these fighters, but you know, you had a Roy Jones, John Ruiz. You had a Steve Cunningham, Tyson Fury back in the day. You know, you've had other heavyweight fights like that. I mean, hell, Deontay Wilder, against anybody he faces, he only comes in the fight usually at 212, 215. His last fight, he came in heavy at 223. But we see the smaller heavyweights fighting the bigger heavyweights all the time. And it's really on Bryant Jennings. Like, can he take Joe Joyce's shot, and can he win as many early rounds as possible without expending a lot of energy? This is a very interesting fight. It's not even a point of me doing a breakdown on this fight, because I know exactly how it's going to go in terms of style. It's just a matter of, am I picking Joe Joyce and going against my hometown guy? Big shout out to my boy Beans too. He was at the press conference. But I just got to figure out who I'm picking, man. I'm up in the air about this one. My boxing mind tells me Joe Joyce is too big, but my boxing heart is telling me that Bryant Jennings has enough in the tank in the style to win a decision over Joe Joyce. I need some time to think about this, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.